That constant ache you feel when someone is gone. That obsession that makes you replay every memory, searching for clues. That painful emptiness that no one seems to understand. This isn't just sadness, it's a psychological trap, powerful illusion that keeps you chained to a ghost, preventing you from moving on. But there's a way to break this cycle, and in the next few minutes, I will give you the key. I will show you exactly why this happens, and once you understand the mechanism behind your pain, you will have the power to dismantle it. This is not about getting over it. This is about understanding the secret engine of your own suffering so you can finally turn it off. And this knowledge doesn't come from me. It comes from one of the most brilliant and brutally honest minds in history. His name was Schopenhauer. He uncovered the force that drives this obsession. A blind and relentless engine he called the will. Stay with me, and you will understand it too. First, you must forget everything you think you know about desire. You must understand that your desires are not truly yours. Schopenhauer saw the entire universe not as an orderly, rational place, but as the chaotic manifestation of a single blind force, the will to live. This is not a conscious will, like your decision to pick up a book or call a friend. It is a deep, primal, and irrational striving. It is a fundamental energy like gravity. You don't decide for gravity to exist, it just does. In the same way, the will exists within you, but it is not you. It is the unstoppable energy that forces a tree to grow towards a sliver of sunlight, even from a crack in the concrete. It is the same impulse that drives an animal to hunt for food, to survive, to reproduce, without thinking about it. In you, this will creates the constant, nagging feeling of wanting. It is the source of every craving, every ambition, every restless feeling you have ever had. You are a puppet of this force. Your personal wants, your deepest longings, are just the will's desires, flowing through your individual consciousness. And the will has one terrible, defining characteristic. It can never, ever be satisfied. Its entire nature is to want, not to have. The moment it gets what it wants, it immediately wants something else. It is a machine designed for perpetual motion, not for rest. Think about your own life. Think about the biggest goals you have ever achieved. You get the job you dreamed of, and after a few weeks, you immediately start wanting a promotion, a bigger salary, or a different job altogether. Think about the moment you finally get something you desperately wanted. What is the feeling that truly follows? It's not satisfaction. It's not relief. It's emptiness, a void. You buy the car you always wanted, and you soon start noticing its flaws, or looking at the next better model. You finally get the attention of the person you were chasing. And soon the thrill of the chase is gone, replaced by the mundane reality of a relationship. Schopenhauer described human life as a pendulum, swinging endlessly back and forth between two states, pain and boredom. Pain is the state of unfulfilled desire. It is the wanting, the striving, the constant feeling of lacking something. It is the tension, the anxiety, the ache. This pain is the engine of all our actions. It is what gets us out of bed in the morning. Boredom, on the other hand, is the state of fulfilled desire. It is the hollow, empty, listless feeling that comes after the chase is over. Tension is gone, and you are left in a void of meaninglessness. This is the fundamental, inescapable rhythm of your existence. Pain, then boredom, longing, then emptiness. A constant, exhausting cycle. So, where does absence fit into this bleak picture? Absence is the purest and most powerful form of pain. When a person is gone, they stop being a real, complicated, and often annoying human being. They are transformed into an idea. A perfect, idealized object of desire. All the daily friction of a real relationship vanishes completely. The small annoyances, the disagreements, the bad habits, the messy reality of sharing a life with another flawed human being, it all gets erased from your memory as if it never happened. Your mind performs a perfect cleanup operation. What is left? A ghost. A perfect projection created by your memory and your imagination, polished to a flawless shine. Your mind, driven by the relentless will, focuses all its energy on this perfect idea. This idea represents the ultimate cure for your current pain, the deep, gnawing pain of their absence. You start to tell yourself a simple, but incredibly powerful story. If only they would come back, my suffering would end. This is the great illusion. The person you are missing is not the real person. The real person was flawed, complex, and would, if they returned, eventually lead you back to the state of boredom or create entirely new forms of friction and pain. The person you are longing for is a fantasy, a flawless idol. And the more you focus on this idol, the more the will intensifies your desire. The pain of their absence becomes the very fuel that makes you want them more. It is a perfect, cruel, and self-sustaining trap. You are not longing for a person, you are longing for the end of your own pain. And that person's ghost has become the symbol of that relief. This is why you suffer so intensely. Schopenhauer would argue that romantic love is the most powerful and cunning manifestation of the will to live. It is the will's ultimate trick to ensure the continuation of the species, a biological imperative disguised as a profound and unique personal connection. It hijacks your brain and makes you project godlike qualities onto another person. It makes you believe that this one individual holds the exclusive key to your happiness and fulfillment. When they are present in your life, the reality of their being, with all its imperfections, slowly and naturally erodes this illusion. You see their flaws, you deal with their moods, you navigate their complexities. But when they are absent, the illusion is all you have left. It is free to grow, unchecked and unchallenged, fed by the darkness and intensity of your own longing. Every good memory is polished until it shines with an unnatural brilliance. Every happy moment is magnified and replayed in your mind on a loop. At the same time, every flaw, every argument, and every negative trait is systematically erased from the record. You are, in effect, engaged in the act of worshiping a statue that you yourself have painstakingly built inside the temple of your own mind. And the pedestal for that statue is their absence. The greater the distance in time and space, the higher and more imposing the pedestal becomes. The longer the silence stretches on, the more perfect and godlike the statue appears. This is why a simple, unexpected text message after a long period of no contact can feel so overwhelmingly powerful and electric. It is not just a message. It is perceived as a sign from your idol, a crack of divine light in the suffocating darkness of your pain. But the cycle is vicious. If the person were to return, the idol would be instantly shattered by the blunt force of reality. The pendulum of your existence would simply swing back toward the inevitable state of boredom or new unforeseen problems. If the person remains absent, the pain of longing continues, and the idol in your mind grows even more powerful and untouchable. You remain trapped in a state of constant, agonizing, and unfulfillable want. The solution is not to get the person back. The only true path to freedom is to see the illusion for what it is. It requires a radical and difficult shift in your perspective. You must come to the profound realization that the source of your suffering is not their absence. The true source of your suffering is the will itself, your own internal, relentless engine of desire that will never be quiet. You must turn your attention away from the external object of desire and look inward. You must learn to observe your own longing. Watch it rise and fall within you like a storm. Feel its immense power and its irrationality, but make a conscious effort not to identify with it. You are not your desire. You are the consciousness that is aware of the desire. This is the first step toward liberation. It's when you feel that familiar, deep ache of missing them. Recognize it for what it truly is, the pendulum of pain, the blind striving of the will. You are not missing them. You're experiencing a fundamental and universal condition of being human. So, the next time you feel that familiar, deep pang of longing, stop for a moment. Remember the ghost. Remember the pendulum. The person you miss is not the person who existed in reality. They are a perfect fiction you have carefully created and curated in your memory. And the intense desire you feel is not a measure of your love for them. It is a measure of the will's immense power over you. Absence does not just make the heart grow fonder. Absence builds a grand temple in your mind to a God that does not exist, and it chains you to the altar. The real question is not how to get them back. The real question is, are you ready to finally stop worshiping a ghost and set yourself free? If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. This is just the beginning of our journey into the mind. Join us as we uncover more secrets to reclaim your freedom.